And we're live. All right. What is up? My voice goes out as soon as I say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the $1 Million Coach Monday show. My name is Ryan McMorris. What is going on? We got Lexi in the building, our client success director. And today we're going to be doing a live marketing reviews. All right. So that's what we are doing today. Live marketing reviews. So if you posted our little promotional post last week, if you posted your website, if you posted a funnel, anything that you wanted reviewed that is marketing material, we will do it for you live. Just so you know, a little bit of our background. We've been doing this for a long time. All right, we're like 7-8 years into this thing, and we've helped a lot of people cross over the six-figure, multiple six-figure, and even the $1 million mark as coaches. Marketing is our thing. It's our background. It's what we do. So we are here to help you dial in your marketing. If you're new to this group or new to any thing inside of our community, whether you're watching this somewhere else, say hello, say what's up. Make sure you introduce yourself in the group, all right? Because we are all here to help you. Our entire team, our entire staff is here to help you be successful, to help you turn that corner as a coach, okay? We love coaches. We feel like coaches can really change the world. And we also know that a lot of coaches don't necessarily like the marketing aspect of things. We love coaches. We are here to help you, okay? We're here to help you no matter where you're at, no matter whether you are an aspiring coach looking to step into the coaching world, or whether if you're already making 100 to 500 grand a month and you're looking to scale to bigger and better things. That's what we're here to help you with. All right. So I have everybody's website pulled up. If you do have a site that you want us to review, or you have a funnel, or you have some type of marketing material that you want us to review, feel free to just drop it, and we'll go in. Lexi knows that we don't hold anything back when it comes to these. All right, so don't get offended. Okay, it's all here to help you. All right, we're only here to share what's going to get you better conversions. It's going to get you better clicks. It's going to get you better results. All right. So if you're cool with that, okay, just know that we're not going to go easy on you. All right. But trust me, the things that make you better in this space is just straight up honesty and then making adjustments. There is no such thing as perfect in this world of marketing. Okay. Remember, nothing converts at 100%. All right. So just know that we're here to help. We're here to show love. So if you do want a website reviewed, post it. Let us know in the comments. We'll try to get to it. But we'll fly through these and get to as much as we can. All right. So before I dive in, because I think it's customary that we do this. All right. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Google Chrome would like to record this. Okay. I don't need that. I just need this. There we go. Let me see if you guys can see my screen. I don't know if it's going to let me share my screen now. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Like perfect timing for a
privacy or an update.
Right, for a web review thing, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey, we can't share your screen. All right, so let's see what it says.
I always love watching Ryan deal with technical difficulties because he stays so calm.
If already checked, unchecked, then recheck. There's an unknown Chrome issue that requires this, then restart Chrome. You know, the best part about restarting Chrome is using this. So let's see if it kicks us off. All right, let's see. You know what? We may have to restart Chrome, but we'll see. Let's see if it lets us do it. Let's try it one more time before we end up getting kicked off of this thing. Share screen. Look at that. Look at God work.
Got it.
All right. Everybody can see the screen. Let's do this thing. All right. So first things first. All right. A lot of us go out there and build we want to pay for websites because we think that they're going to be the thing that's going to get us clients. Okay. I want you to walk away from this live stream today knowing that your website is likely not going to be the things to get you a client today. Okay. When people go to our website, okay, this is why people go to our website. They want to like do research in a way that it's like old school research. Okay. You're going to have people that do old school research, and they're going to like look you up on Google, and they're going to look you up at it. If they don't find your website, they're not going to like not buy from you. You know what they're going to do? They're just going to go look for you somewhere else. You're going to look for you in social. And so the only point of having a website is really just for credibility. Okay. But I want you to know that if people go to your website, you just don't want to have visitors go to your site and say, oh, okay, they're awesome. I want people to go to my site. I want visitors to go to my site, and I want them to become a lead. And I want to know that when they become a lead, they're going to become a customer. Let me know in the comment section just by saying makes sense, if that makes sense. Because a lot of us, we spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on these websites, and all you want is for it to look pretty. Okay. Therefore, the person that you pay to have your website built knows that all you want to do is have it look pretty. So what are they going to do? They're just going to build you a pretty ass site. They're not going to build you something that converts. They're not going to make sure that you have the right things in place before. They're not going to tell you that stuff. They're just going to charge you 10, 15, or 20,000, and you're going to say, okay, cool, I'll pay it because I need a website, right? So I just need you to understand that. Does that make sense before I move on? Let me know if that makes sense to everybody. Lexi's shaking her head. It makes sense to her.
It totally makes sense.
I know it makes sense to Lexi. She's in this game. She knows the deal. Okay.
I learned this the hard way.
If you're just popping on, Lexi is our client success director. Her entire job, her entire role here is to make sure that our clients cross the finish line of getting them to that $10,000 consistent, $30,000 consistently, and then some of our higher level clients are at the place where they're doing 100 to 200 a month. And that's her job, is to make sure that you're on track to hit your goals. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's the things that we're looking for. We want to know that you've got a way to book clients. So what we call this is a booking funnel. Okay. This is what we're looking for today when we go into these reviews. We're looking for a booking funnel. Okay. Do you have a way that you can take a call and do it in an organized and efficient way of taking a call? Okay. We also want to look for what we call a community growth funnel. Okay. Community is insanely important. Whether you're building a Facebook group or whether you're building some community outside of Facebook, like a Mighty Networks or something like that. It could even be something on like a private Instagram. I mean, there's so many ways you can build community, but we want to know that we've got community growth. Okay. We also want to get to a place where we've got some type of lead magnet, some type of guide that people can download, some type of video series that people can download, something of value that people have to put their information in to actually get, so they can get to know you, and they can become a lead, and they can possibly become a customer. Okay. The other thing that we want to have is what we call a masterclass funnel. Okay. And this is any type of presentation. It gets people to register so you can like show them exactly what you do, and they can make a decision on whether or not they want to buy from you or not. Okay. And the last one, these are the 5 essential things. This is how we grade your system. We call this, okay, we call this a client enrollment system. Okay. And everybody, just so I know that you heard me, put CES in the comment section for me. Just put the letter CES. That way I know you heard me. It's a client enrollment system. Okay. And if we were to give you a grade on your client enrollment system, on your ability to take on new clients and have a system that does that, we're going to grade this on a scale from 20 points each. Okay. So the booking funnel, if it's set up the right way, you're going to get 20 points. Okay. This is how we review your system for your business. Okay. Now, the last thing we need is we need checkout, and we need a members area. Okay. Because obviously if we're taking calls, you need to be able to take money, right? And you need to be able to send your clients somewhere. So don't get discouraged if you feel like, oh, I'm missing these things. Okay. Don't get discouraged. All right. If you feel like you want help from our team, just comment the word impact and we'll hook you up with a free 7-figure client enrollment system call. Okay. It's an absolutely free call and we'll show you exactly what you need to do, exactly what you need to work on. And it's absolutely free. Okay. We'll give you the game plan. You can walk away with it. If you feel like at the end of that game plan that you can go do it yourself, by all means, go do it yourself. We'll cheer you on. We don't care. We're just here to help you. Okay. Now, the cool thing about these 5 things is when you have these 5 things, then what happens, and if you don't have like Tourette's and like me, I can't draw a square. Okay. What happens, guys, is this goes on your website. The community growth funnel goes on your website. The lead magnet goes on your website. The masterclass funnel, it goes on your website. The checkout, it goes on your website. So now, do you see how you don't need to build a website? You need to build these funnels first. And if you do that, then you just place them on a website builder like WordPress or whatever. That part does not matter. Okay. It does kind of matter, but we're not going to talk about that part right now. But does that make sense, guys? I mean, if I've got these 5 funnels, then I can just place them on my website. Okay, so that's how we're going to grade these things. First one I'm going to pull up. It looks like this looks like Tony Barnes. Tony Barnes is a new impact client. So we are going to go over this right now. Okay, Axano coaching that unlocks the impactful exponential you. All right. So what are we looking for? We're looking for can I book immediately? Okay. Instead of having our plate or our location and our phone number up here, that means that people can just call. Right. That doesn't mean that I get their email address. It doesn't mean that they even know what they're calling for. And it doesn't really set me up for them to get on my calendar. So instead of having my phone number up here, what we would want to do is we want to take this off and we want to give people what we call like a value add call. So instead of saying like, hey, just give me a free phone call or a free coaching session, okay, then we can do something that says, hey, unlock your full potential session or something like that. Like, I mean, that's probably not what I would do, but the whole point of this is to give people value. Okay. Our call that we do is called a 7-figure client enrollment call. Now, let me ask you a quick question. Just say yes or no in the comments. If I were to give you a free 7-figure client enrollment call or a free 7-figure client enrollment game plan, do you feel like you're walking away with something of value versus me, hey, let me give you a free coaching session? You see the difference? Let me know.
Most definitely.
100%, right?
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Just type the word yes if you feel like you would get way more value from that tangible call versus just saying like, hey, I'm going to give you a free coaching call. Does that make sense? Because a lot of us are out here. We're saying, hey, yeah, I'll give you a free call. Want a free session? Want to book with me? Want a free consultation? Like that, people feel every time someone gets on a call with us, they walk away with value. Like I said, if you hop on a call with one of our team members, we're going to give you the game plan. We'll give it to you. I'll straight up give it to you. I don't care. You know why? Because guess what? If you would have known, if you would have known how to do it, you would have probably done it by now, right? All right. I'm just saying.
Just
right?
maybe. Just
right.
maybe.
So I know that everyone that says, okay, cool, I'm going to go do this game plan myself. Awesome. If you go do it and crush it, you're probably going to come back and you're probably going to say, you're probably going to invest in us because you went out and crushed it. And then most of you are probably going to be like, you know what? I'd rather have the help. Your clients feel the same way, or your potential clients feel the same way. Okay. So we already know we need to remove that. The other thing is, I don't think, I'm just going to guess here, but I don't think that's Tony. I've seen Tony enough to not know.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Right. I was like, I don't think that's so in the coaching space, you know, you might as well have your face up top. Okay. You might as well have your face in the front if you're going to do this. And then what I would do is I would either use a Facebook group as a lead magnet. I'd either create a lead magnet, and that will be the thing here. So like I see this little email thing right here. You know, it says contact us. How can we help? Most people aren't going to fill this out, right? I mean, just legit. Like you can be honest, but who's going to fill this out? Nobody, right? So if we were to actually give people something and say, and I think we can definitely get better on the promise here, coaching that unlocks the impactful exponential you. So we can get better with our messaging on the front. So what is that? What is the impactful exponential you look like? Okay. If we can pull back that layer and we can get deeper on our messaging, then it's going to put us in a much better position. Okay. And so when I look at this and I look at what we call this is the scroll. Okay. Past the scroll. What do I see without having to scroll? There's a lot of options up here. Okay. And so a lot of options, it confuses people. So let's narrow down our options and let's only give people like our homepage, our about section, something that how we work or work with me, and then we can do like a contact us page. Okay, but we just don't have enough here yet. Okay, I don't see what we do here. Okay, so if I were to scroll and it goes to welcome your life coach in Nashville, okay, that's perfectly fine. But I think that limits us. I think right here we straight up limit ourselves, because now the person that finds your website or finds you or anything in that nature, if they find you, then they're already thinking like, oh well, maybe he only works in Nashville, and then I'm out, right? So these are things that, again, would I spend a lot of time here for Tony? Knowing Tony, I wouldn't, because if we can find the audience for him on social, then I don't need to work on my website right now for Tony. Okay, I'm giving him a review, but at the same time, if I wanted to get Tony in a place where he can take on 10 clients by the end of the month, then I'm going to make sure that this booking funnel is working. Okay, I'm going to show him how to put himself in front of at least 50 to 100 qualified people by the end of the month on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever. That part does not matter. Okay, you want to find a game plan that works for you. But if this booking funnel is working and this checkout funnel is working, Tony can take on clients. Okay, and then guess what? If he books with 5, 10, 15 people over the course of the remainder of this month, can't you think that's going to help us dial in his messaging on the website? Does that make sense? Give me your favorite emoji if that makes sense, guys. Because I want everyone to understand that, like, we all can fall into this like perfection zone really easily, right? And we feel like everything needs to be perfect, everything needs to be just done at any given moment. But it's a progress thing, guys. And if we can do one thing, then it can be a domino effect for another thing. Okay, and that's where we want to get to. All right, I'll see in comments and all these things, but I want to make sure that we're I don't see everybody's name because not everyone clicked the StreamYard button yet. So I wouldn't spend a lot of time here. Unlocking the powerful you, book your discovery call. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of book your discovery calls. So there's a lot of work that we can do here, but I also want to bring a lot of emphasis that we don't need to do the work right now on this site. What we can do is we can focus on these things. We can focus on getting this community growth funnel. We can focus on this booking funnel. We get those things knocked out first. Then we can go back to the website and make slight adjustments as we go. And the other thing too is if I book calls, the people will tell me what kind. And I don't have a Facebook group yet, the people will tell me what the Facebook group should be about. Okay, if the calls go well, the people should tell me what the lead magnet should be about, and they'll tell me what the masterclass should be on. So can you see how this is just a domino effect? Okay, and if you feel like some of these things are missing in your business, then like I said, comment the word impact. Our team will connect with you, and we'll make sure that you have a clear game plan for the next 30 to 90 days that you need to attack. And if you feel like you need our help attacking that game plan, then we can show you what that looks like. And if you feel like we can't help, or if we feel like we can't help you, then we'll pass you somewhere else. Okay. I'm going to move on to this site right here. Paula Denoncourt. All right. So we're looking at the same things here. Paula Denoncourt, enrich your health. All right, cool. I like it. Like it. Um, Home services, my story. I would probably say about more than my story. Words like my and I, they turn people off. Not intentionally. That's just how the human brain works. Okay. I just want you guys to know. All right. My background is in copywriting and psychology. So anytime that I look at anything that has to do with marketing, I'm always thinking, like, why is someone going to say no? Why, like, what's going through their head right now? How's this making someone feel? And the same thing that I would give you, the advice that I gave Tony: take your phone number off the top. Okay. Like, just the sheer authority of your site, just having the phone number up top, it doesn't make people actually move to the thing that you want them to do, which is, again, you've got this here. It says contact Paula. All right, so now it's taking someone to a whole new page. Okay. So again, this doesn't make me want to enter my information, right? So let me know when you would like a complimentary 20-minute discovery session. So again, guys, I think we all have to get to a place where we stop doing discovery sessions. Okay. When's the last time you signed up for a discovery session? Right? Like, you don't see discovery sessions like, oh man, that's what I wanted. I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my God, finally, someone says, oh, I was looking for this discovery session. Now I have found it. Right? I found it. Right? Like, nobody wakes up and is like, oh man, I really need a discovery session right now. You know, just I'm gonna go to breakfast and I'm gonna go to my discovery session. All right, I'll stop wearing that out. I really want people to stop doing discovery sessions. All right, so here's what
so maybe in this area we can give them feedback. What would be an alternative, like a health assessment session?
Yeah, so like the Enrich Your Health solutions to Lyme disease, food allergies, and digestive discomfort. Okay, so what I would do here is give them something of value that's like, I'm going to give you your the best you've ever felt, health plan or something like that, or feel 20 again health plan. Something that leads with value. It leads with a benefit. I'm not trying to be catchy, but if I do it the right way, there is going to be some catchiness to it. And then I'm going to say claim it. So claim your feel 20 again health plan, something like that, or health game plan. Now it's like, okay, cool. What are the benefits of that? Well, I'm going to give you solutions to, I wouldn't just say Lyme disease. I would say, because what is Lyme disease? Lyme disease is more like an autoimmune disorder. So, so I'd probably say like solutions for autoimmune disorders, food allergies, digestive comfort, and more. And that's going to allow me to like get more value from it. And so again, I would use people in this community. I'm going to point some things out because I love the fact that people post inside of the Facebook group. It's an awesome thing that people post inside of the Facebook group. We want you to, but we're also going to coach you if you post inside of the Facebook group the wrong way, because we want you to post in the group that's going to get you clients. But where most coaches fall into the trap is they just get spammy and they just get promoting. And that just is not going to allow you to connect with people. Like Danielle here, I think she's telling her story. I think she's talking about something. I don't think she's being pitchy or spammy here. She's just talking, right? That's a great way to connect with people. It's not going to reach a bunch of people because like lives and groups, they don't go as far as they used to. But again, like this one right here, I know Tashima has a great heart. She's great at what she does, but like this looks more like a spammy post. And it's just not going to go far. Also, posting the link in the post, it's not going to go far. You can see that this post reached 2 people. It's just not going to go far. And so, what are things that can help as you not just post in our group, but you post in other people's groups? Is you sharing your story and being an authentic member of the community. Okay, sharing your face. Wellness Monday, everyone. Are you looking to lose weight and be healthier? Or don't know how to start? And so instead of saying like, hey, are you looking to lose weight and be healthier? That sounds like a commercial. You can talk about who's in this group, business owners, right? Talk to these business owners. Talk to these coaches. All right. We all want to be high performers. Like there's a ton of people in here that want to lose weight, but they're not going to respond to that. But we know what they will respond to. They will respond to when I lost 10 pounds and I saw how I started to show up better for my team, or I started to show up better in my business. I realized how being in shape was a direct correlation to my business performance. Then other people are like, oh man, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, and so it's like the way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
Exactly.
And it definitely connects.
Exactly. So if you're gonna post in the group, I'm giving you the game to get to attract all the people in this group that are business owners that would be looking to lose weight or be healthier. But you got to approach it in a different way. Okay, you got to approach it as a being a member of the community, telling your story. Okay, and that's going to make a huge difference. Let's see who I work with. I work with people like you. Okay, awesome. I work one-on-one with people to meet their specific. So I would change up the copy here a little bit. I know I won't be able to give you extreme feedback on like what I would write here, but I'd rewrite this in a way that allowed the person that did scroll here to see that this is for them. Okay, so well, how can we do that? You can feel good again.
Yeah, I have some input for that.
Yeah, what you got?
I would think that, so because I have food allergies and sensitivities. So whenever you're dealing and talking with somebody in that realm, they've struggled with it for a long time. So I would identify their pain points, identify the isolation, like going to different barbecues and stuff. You got to pack your own lunch sometimes. And like identify how you can help them go from that and teach them how they can eat, but still find joy in life and not be so isolated and restricted, like that, because there's so many restrictions whenever you're eating around autoimmune disease.
Yeah, and you just pointed out like what the lead magnet could be, right? And so right there in that specific place on that site, what we're going to look for is we're looking for what Lexi just said. We're looking for scenarios and situations. And what happens is if you can tell it, so this is what we call this, tell my life back to me right here. Okay. If you can tell their life back to them, just like Lexi said, are you tired of going to barbecues and not knowing you can eat? Are you tired of not knowing of spending hours in the grocery store because you don't know what foods are going to give you allergies, what foods aren't? Are you tired of being afraid to eat sometimes, or being embarrassed when you go out to eat with friends? Right?
Bringing the joy back into cooking.
Right.
Because there's ways around it. Yeah.
Now you're starting this conversation in their head. You're getting them to say yes to you. And now if you say, download this guide, you've led them up to that point. You've held their hand there. And you don't have to say it straight up, who I work with, because you've spelled out their life back to them. You've said that without having to say it. Let me know if that makes sense, guys, or give me some emojis or some feedback of some hearts if that makes sense. Because these are things that, again, we know that coaches aren't always the savviest at copywriting, the savviest at these things, but we're here to help you with these things. Okay. And it's all about progress. It's not about being perfect. All right. So these are things that, again, on that homepage, not a bad homepage. If we make some adjustments on this homepage, not only are they going to help if people do find the website on the back end, but these are things that are going to help the website, or these are things that are going to help your marketing on the front end. These are things that are going to help your marketing. These are things that are going to help your marketing on social media, no matter what social media platform that you do your marketing on. All right, make sense? Let me give me some love in the comments if that makes sense to you. And if you have any questions, please questions. All right, so what we got here? We got cbcoaching.guru, spiritual freedom, mental peace, physical vitality, relationship expansion, free your mind. And then we've got this big ass tree. All right. So the Tree of Life in Washington. Awesome tree. pretty badass tree. I love when you can see trees from the bottom. That's pretty badass. But in terms of a website, we got some things to update and change on here. All right. So again, above the scroll, I got nothing here, right? So what I would do is I would rework this tree into Tree of Life Washington. Yes, I want in. Click here to book a call now. We're saying yes, I want in, but yes, I want into what, right? And so this is where most people, they just try to make things pretty or in some way. It's copywriting first, okay? Write out the website first. It's copywriting first. If you have people, if you're going to get a website design, like make sure that you don't hire a designer, you hire a writer. Okay, because you can say, if I read this: spiritual freedom, mental peace, physical vitality, relationship expansion, free your mind, want in? Yes, I want in. Okay, now it's not the worst, but it's also not giving me the true benefit of what does, like, so I'm going to ask, what does free your mind give you? If you were able to free your mind, like, what do you get once you free your mind? What are those benefits of freeing your mind? What are the benefits of spiritual freedom? These are the things that we can hit on here, and you can still incorporate this tree of life, man. But then it's like, all right, I want to book a call. All right, let's see it. Congratulations on taking the next step. Time to enjoy your life, not just survive. All right, so now we're gonna let's book a time. So we're going to click the 14th. All right, looks like we got a 6 p.m. call, and we're going to continue here. All right, so your name, email, your mobile phone number, and your note. So if people actually find this and they do book a call, there's no questions on here that will actually have you to be prepared for the call, okay? And if you're dealing with anybody that is slightly busy, this not only hurts you, but it hurts the other person, because now, like, instead of what discovery there could have been when you could have just answered these questions and you would actually had talking points on your call, now you're going to have to waste 15 minutes just figuring out, like, all right, well, what's going on in your life? Where are you from? What do you do? You know what I mean? And it's like, get that shit out right here. That way, when you get on the actual call with them, you don't have to waste that time, and they appreciate it, and you'll appreciate it too. So we're going to go through here. Let's just pop in email address here. And let's see. All right, okay. All right. So now finalizing your booking is confirmed. All right. Next thing we want to do here is, instead of just saying, so it's a damn good point, bro. I'm pretty much a genius. All right. So now let's get started with your full name. Now it's sending me to the application, okay, which is fine, but I'd rather get that application on the front end. That way they can't even block a time on my calendar before they go through this. So, because what happens if it says, hey, your booking's confirmed, and they say, okay, cool, and then they X out of it, right? This took 20 seconds to redirect. So now you're gonna have, if you do have people booking, you're gonna have a bunch of people that booked, and you don't have the questionnaire. Okay. So in this scenario, I would put the questionnaire, the application before. Yeah, I know application questions on Sunday, but it helps me determine. Okay, so I would just move this, man. Let's get started with your full name. Testy Mc. And I'm actually not going to go through this for the sake of time. I'm not going to go through this one, but that's what I would do on that site there. The other thing on that site, dude, is you can see that it took me off of your website. You want to be able to keep people on your website as much as you can. Okay, so if someone did land on your website and then they go through a funnel like this, make it to where the funnel opens up in an extra window. That way, because I can't get back to your website now. So it's just a general rule of thumb to always, if you're gonna like send somebody down a funnel inside your website, remember, think about your website as like a journey. Okay, if you're gonna go on this journey and like you're just going down the journey, and then you're gonna send somebody down like this way, right? Okay, then I'm gonna make sure that they stay on the website. The website stays open. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. I didn't do like the best job of sending that there. All right. So Third Drive. I don't know what this is. ThirdDrive.co. All right. We help good people build epic companies. Portfolio. Nobody cares. About us. Again, they may click it, but at the same time, Capital Media Overdrive. This is what happens. You'll spend $20,000 on a cool website like this, and guess what? It doesn't create leads and it doesn't get customers because good capital for so there's just so much going on here. Like get me the lead. Okay. Even right here, if I click capital, good capital for epic companies, it doesn't get. Tell me what I get. We'll help get you $10,000 to $100,000 in capital and find you investors. Like give me the straight up. You know what I mean? Like nobody has time to wonder good capital for epic companies. Like nobody cares, right? Who wants to know? Who wants to know? If I can get you 10,000 or 100,000 or 500,000, tell me straight up. Okay. If I click on media, epic stories, what does the story get me? Right? What do stories do? Bro, you gotta tell me how you use StreamYard in the draw. I know you use Ziteboard, but how do you draw? I'll have Michaela send you I'll have Michaela send you one of these because I don't think you got one last time. I think you got liquor last time, so we'll actually send you when you on your re-up tray. We'll send you something tangible versus alcohol. Impact for good. Copywriting. Okay. Copywriting. Let's stop being clever and let's be clear. Okay. There's no point. And then guess what? There's no opt-in. Instead of saying learn more, like download this. What does Overdrive do for me? Okay. Take me on the journey. You got this is the one pager that like has no scroll, but it's got no real call to action on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it does, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be like, look, I'm trying to help this side because I know that you probably paid a good amount of money to have this. Like, I mean, just the graphics and the design. I mean, that takes some coding, right? I get it. It's cool. But I'm telling you, the simplest shit converts. The simplest shit converts way easier. I'll tell you, a blank white email will convert any day over something the email that's fancy all day long. Same thing with these pages here. I looked at this one the other day. I did tell Tashima. There's a free mini course that she's giving away, and this is a landing page. So this is for female medical professionals. Okay, cool. So she did make the adjustments that I asked her to make because it was female medical professionals and entrepreneurs. And what I was telling her is like, if your ideal client is a female medical professional, get really clear here. I would get really clear about what the free mini course is too. So like free medical weight loss mini course or something like that. Get specific on what it is because the more you can get specific, the more the people are going to feel like it's for them. And then you can tell them what the mini course is here, and then you can just say get the free mini course. Okay. So I would get really specific. She did get more specific on this because she removed the entrepreneurs. And this is one of those things where a lot of us feel like if we get specific, then that means the other entrepreneurs won't opt in. They will, because they like you, they like your message, and they still get the same benefit. So it's just like us. Like, we help coaches specifically. We help coaches and experts. That's it. But are there people that are in other industries and niches and real estate and mortgage and all sorts of things? They'll still come to us and ask for help, and they'll find you. I promise they will. Okay, so you can't go at it like a lack mindset and feel like you're going to miss out on people. Okay, this is Jennifer, I believe. Jennifer, join our mailing. So this one pops up. Join our mailing list. Sign up to receive email updates on new products, special promotions, and more. All right. Nobody wants to join a mailing list anymore, right? So let's get to the point where, why am I joining this mailing list? What am I downloading? What am I getting value of? What is the thing that I cannot resist? And as soon as I put my email address in, as soon as I put my phone number in, I got to go to I'm refreshing my email to get it, right? Like, what is it? What is it for your client and your customer? Okay. If it's a e-journal, or if it's some kind of like step checklist or guide or video series, that's what I want. Give me that versus just join my mailing list. Okay. Let's look at the copy here. Have you tried therapy or medication yet you still find yourself feeling shitty? Okay. Not bad. I'm Somebody is run by and for people with lived experience of mental health and or addiction issues. We help fellow humans take back. And so one of the things I remember our little chat inside of the last masterclass that we did, the Domino Offer Masterclass. If you missed that, I'm gonna tell you something. You missed a straight up badass masterclass. All right, you missed it. Do not miss the next one. And I know we talked about finding your rich niche. Okay, this is how you dial in the copy. Click here to start feeling better today. Let's actually go over here. Okay, so your rich niche. Are there business owners? Are there high performers? Are there people that they're on medication and they have addiction issues? I don't know if you guys know. I just started watching Lincoln Lawyer on the Netflix, and Lincoln Lawyer, he's a guy his story. I know this is a TV show versus real people, but there's real people out there that have these addictions. There are real people out there that are high performers. They are high impact. They are high salary and highly paid people they have addiction issues. It's just not addiction to drugs. People are addicted to sex. People are addicted to porn. People are addicted to drugs. Yeah, people are addicted to shopping, food, all sorts. There are high performers out there that are addicted to things, and it is a mental health issue. And guess what? They will pay you $5,000 to $10,000 to solve that issue, and you're literally and then the next person won't. The other person that you're like, oh man, I'm struggling for them to get me to pay me $500. Guess what? They're not your rich niche. You're literally solving the exact same problem for a person that has a higher return on the investment. Okay. And this is where the copy gets updated. Are you tired of not performing your best because of addiction or something that's holding you back in your mental health? Are you tired of not growing your business fast enough? And are you losing money doing this every single day? Now we can talk to them. We can speak directly to that person. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, this is how we dial that in. And then we can make a clear call to action for that person to actually take us up on the call or on the lead magnet that we want. Okay. And then we take them to this page that says coaching sessions. Too many options. Okay. We need to back people into the corner and funnel them down. So instead of saying, hey, remember, confused people do not buy. So it's instead of think about it, the funnel that we would put people through on social media, if you were to have a conversation in a DM with a lawyer or a doctor or something like that, you wouldn't be like, okay, which one do you want? All right, do we want 45 minutes? Do we want a transformational $2,500 package? You want to be a guest on my podcast? Or do you want the introductory $260 package? too many options, and now we've thrown out price. And so the fact that we've thrown out price devalues everything that we've gotten because we haven't given them enough value yet. And so even at this 2,500, where if I give value to you and you place that value at 5,000, man, that's worth $5,000. Then you just cut yourself in half, right? And then the person that hasn't had enough value yet, they see 2,500, they're like, oh, I can't afford that. Can't afford what? You haven't even given them anything, right? When people come to us, they're like, oh, I don't know if I can afford you. Well, shit, I ain't even give you no price, so you don't even know. I already know that you probably can't, because if you start out conversations like that, then again, how do you know what you can't afford if you don't know what it is? Okay, so we need to remove that, give one option, book out your calls, and then hold on to price. The only reason that I would ever put price on a website is if I have too many leads and I need to put my price, and it's going to be, a bigger ticket, to where I've got too many leads that I need to have some type of buffer to get those leads to not try to get on my calendar. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I want to know, because like, again, if I give out price, say it's $5, like, again, they're not going to have the money because they just haven't seen the value enough from it. Okay. So we want to be in control of that value. So hopefully that makes sense. This site was not your site, so I'm not going to review that one. And what I would do is I would cut down on some of this up top. Okay, so I would change that pop up. Breakdown, start feeling better today. Breakdown barriers. There's probably, if these go anywhere, I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole on these, but I would probably remove it, like, just depending on where these go, I'd probably just send people to one place. Okay. I would probably reposition how we use this journal. I think the journal is great. I think it's an awesome tool. I think there's just a way that we can reposition this for you to get more hands on it. And again, I review these websites in a way that we can find better ways of marketing ourselves away from the website. So what's happening on social? What's happening offline, right? All the things that I can give you improvements on are things that we can improve on social. There's things that we can improve all around your business, not just on the website. Okay. And I would take down a lot of these. You gonna say something, Lex?
Oh no, sorry.
Okay, are you good? All right. So there's a lot that I would do on this page. There's actually there's probably not enough time. I would so here, just on the menu, I'd take down shop. I'd probably take down the forecast. There you can consolidate, like, frequently asked questions, content. There's a lot of stuff on here just on the menu that you could consolidate. There's just a lot that you consolidate on the menu. Here I would just funnel them down into one call, so they can book that and take advantage of that.
I would break down feeling shitty. I would try to identify their point more than just feeling shitty. Like, describe exactly how they're feeling, because they're still feeling stuck and all of these things, like out of control of their life.
Yeah, this one needs some definite clarity on it. So I think that once you, it all starts with copy. And so if you dial in that rich niche, you go from just saying, hey, feeling shitty, to very specific scenarios that they can identify with, and it's gonna press them to book that call. And so what happens is, if you dial that part in, now what happens on social media? Do all your posts get better? Do your lives get better? Do your conversations get better? Do your calls get better? You see how looking at this on your website can improve what can help you get a client today outside of your website. Okay. So we can go to social and we can figure these things out fairly quickly. And then once we figure them out, then we can go update the website. Understand that websites are never complete. Websites are never done. There is no such thing as a done website. It's always an improvement. It's always adjustments that need to happen and always adjustments that can be made. Okay. And so the first thing that I would do in this website is I consolidate the menu. I'd fix the messaging here. I'd consolidate this down to one call to action. And then when we go down through the site, start feeling better today, break down barriers, regain confidence, I'd remove these buttons. And then I'd move it down to like one button. That's fine here. And then I just we try to find a way to reposition this this planner. And then there's just a lot right here. There's just a lot going on. And then it just kind of gets a little confusing after that. Instead of saying like listen now, I'd probably, if you have episodes of the podcast, like I'd have it to where like you have your top 3 episodes. That way there's like actual episodes to listen to from here, not just to get back on the Back on Track podcast. Like you're better off like saying like, hey, this is like, listen to how addiction, like high performers are the easiest addicted people. And they'll say, okay, cool. I'll listen to that. You'll get more clicks versus just like listen now. I don't even know what I'm listening to, right? But if you give me 3 specific ones, which are the top ones that can perform there, then you're likely going to be in a much better position to get people to actually click and listen to the podcast. And then
I do love that picture. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's an awesome picture. Awesome picture. Yeah. But then guess what happens now? A lot of times when people come to us and they're like, oh, I start a podcast. And then we start asking shit like, well, do you have the offer dialed in? Do you have a lead magnet dialed in? And they're like, no and no. So then what's the call to action on the podcast? Just keep listening to the podcast. Right? I mean, that's okay and all, but like what if you listen to a podcast and never came back? Has that happened in the history of podcasting before? Have you ever gone to a website and never went back? But then if they got your email address, if they got your phone number, you can now market to them for life. And so what happens is people think podcasting is cool, but you got to have the back end ready first. Have the offer, because again, if you've got the offer right, then every piece of content that you do for the podcast is leading people down that offer. We're not just doing random episodes. Everything has intention. And then if I give people a lead magnet on the podcast, then that lead magnet's leading people to the call or the conversation that's going to be started so you can become a client. Like everything is just intentional. And it's so easy to fall in this world of like, oh man, podcasting is cool. Let me go grab a mic and everybody can do it. But like, there's a reason that we do them. Okay. Podcasting can be an amazing long form piece of lead generation. It takes at least 6 months to start making money podcasting. So if you're going to do it, you better do it the right way. Okay. Have the messaging right to where the podcast is going to talk about the offer. It's like books, like everything that I do content wise is talking about the back end. It's talking about clients. It's talking about the messaging or something in our framework. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I went like completely over. But again, for you, Jennifer, I wouldn't focus on like making a shit ton of updates on this page. It's like baby updates. Okay. Baby updates. You need to make changes on social that can help you get in front of potential new clients today, and then make your adjustments on the website. Let me know if that makes sense to everybody on here, please. Because like it's so important that we don't fall in this trap. Like you can go to our website today and there's so much shit that needs to be updated on there. But like, I'm not gonna waste time on it, not knowing that like we're in front of potential clients like today, helping people today. Like it's websites are they're not pointless, but they're just not necessary today for most people, especially in the coaching space. I speak to you as coaches. If I spoke to another company, I may give them different advice. You know, but as a coach, that's what I'm getting at you. All right. I think I'm out of time. I think everybody's out of wind, so we're gonna call it, cut it short. If you do feel like you want or feel like you need a 7-figure client enrollment game plan, absolutely free 30-minute call. We'll give you a free game plan on what you need to be doing over the next 30 to 90 days to hit your goals. That call is absolutely free. You'll walk away with a clear game plan on on how to hit your goals over the next 30 to 90 days. Okay. Just type in the word impact, and one of our success coaches will get with you and get that lined up for you. All right. Hopefully you got a ton of value from this today. If you did, feel free to post about it, talk about it, share it. We're here to help you. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're here to help you out. We're here to make shit happen for you. And yeah, go out, have a great day, have a great week, and we'll chat with you soon. Appreciate you guys. See you.
Bye.